The moment you trust the wrong person, your life does not break loudly, it breaks silently. And by the time you hear the sound, the damage is already done. Arman did not believe enemies were dangerous. He believed misunderstanding was the real enemy. He believed that time changes people, that maturity heals jealousy, that silence erases bad intentions. He believed that being emotionally intelligent meant being open. That belief almost destroyed everything he built. Arman was not weak. He was disciplined, focused, and calm. He spent years controlling his emotions instead of reacting to them. While others rushed, he waited. While others complained, he worked. Slowly, his life began to rise. Success did not come overnight, but it came honestly. And where there is growth, there are always eyes watching. Among those eyes was Ryan. Once they were close, not brothers, but close enough to share dreams. Over time, Arman grew and Ryan stayed still. The gap between them created a quiet tension. No fights, no insults, just a cold competition. When Arman succeeded, Ryan smiled, but his eyes were never happy. Eventually, life separated them, but the feeling remained unfinished. Years later, when Arman was standing at a higher place, Ryan returned. This time, Ryan was different. Softer voice, polite words, mature thoughts. He spoke about growth, forgiveness, and learning from the past. He praised Arman's discipline. He said jealousy is childish and life is short. Arman listened carefully. His heart felt relief. His mind felt proud. He thought, maybe this is what emotional intelligence looks like. So he opened the door again. At first, nothing felt wrong. Rayan supported Arman's ideas. He encouraged him. He offered help without asking for anything. Arman felt calm. He believed he had mastered self-control. He believed he had grown beyond fear. What he did not realize was this simple truth. Emotional intelligence is not about ignoring red flags. It is about respecting them. Slowly, small things changed. Conversations felt heavy. Decisions felt delayed. Personal ideas started appearing in places Arman never shared them. When confusion appeared, Ryan was always clean, calm, innocent, supportive. Arman felt uncomfortable, but he stayed quiet. He told himself not to overthink. He told himself to stay balanced. He told himself that doubt is weakness. That was his mistake. One late night, Arman sat alone, reading a message that confirmed everything his intuition had been whispering. Ryan had used his trust as a bridge, not to walk with him, but to cross over him. In that moment, Arman did not feel rage. He felt something deeper, awareness. He understood that an enemy does not always attack from the front. Sometimes they wait beside you, learning your patterns, memorizing your weaknesses, studying your silence. Sometimes your biggest loss comes not from hatred, but from hope. Arman chose not to react emotionally. No arguments, no drama, no revenge. He stepped back quietly. He removed access. He closed doors without explanation. And something powerful happened. His mind became lighter. His energy returned. His focus sharpened. He realized that peace is expensive, and not everyone deserves access to it. Arman learned that kindness without boundaries becomes self-betrayal. Forgiveness without distance becomes permission. Trust without observation becomes danger. Emotional intelligence is not about being available to everyone. It is about protecting your inner world with calm strength. As time passed, Arman grew stronger, not louder. He stopped sharing his plans with people who once doubted him. He stopped expecting loyalty from those who celebrated his silence more than his success. He learned to read energy, not words, because words lie easily, but actions never do. One day, someone asked him, "Do you regret trusting him again?" Arman smiled peacefully. He said no, because that lesson taught him something powerful. It taught him self-control. It taught him awareness. It taught him that growth requires clarity, not sympathy. This story is not about hate. It is about wisdom. It is about knowing that not everyone who smiles with you wants you to win. Some people only want to stand close enough to watch you fall. And when you rely on them, you hand them the power to decide your direction. If you are watching this and someone in your life makes you feel confused, drained, or unsure, pause. Do not react. Observe. Distance is sometimes the highest form of self-respect. Be kind, but stay alert. Be calm, but stay firm. Never rely on an enemy, because the cost is not just failure. The cost is your peace. And remember this, the strongest people are not those who trust everyone. The strongest people are those who trust themselves enough to walk away quietly with dignity and never look back.